What is up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got, tonight, we've got another archetype revealed, brand new archetype. I've only seen a little bit of the archetype, but it all looks amazing. Okay, that's it. Let's just get into it. I don't want to waste too much time on this. We got a bunch of cards to get through. We have the TRIBRIGADE. Okay, so obviously this is a name that could change, but let's just get into these effects. We're starting off with a level 1 Wind Wing Beast effect monster. 0 attack, 2000 defense is his stat line, so a nice booty. And he has like the Witch Doctor, or I guess the Plague, whatever it is, this mask, the Crow mask thing. I always thought they looked dope. Anyway, this card has 2 hard ones return effects. First effect, you can banish any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, and or Winged Beast monster from your graveyard. You cannot use monsters as link material for the rest of this turn except for Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast monsters. Also, special summon a Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast link monster from your extra deck with a link rating equal to the number of cards banished. Whoa! Okay, so this is an effect on field. You're banishing a certain number of Beast, Beast Warriors, or Winged Beasts. You're locking yourself into only being able to use those link materials for the turn, but then you just get to summon any Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast link monster. That's not even in Archetype. Gosh. Second effect, if this card is sent to the grave, you can add 1 TRIBRIGADE monster from your deck to your hand. That card is so strong already, right out the gate. Phenomenal start, I think. All it takes is minimal graveyard setup, and even if you don't, we have stuff like Link Rebo and Relinquished Anima. Normal summon this guy, 1-for-1 him out, link him off for a link 1. Boom. Get yourself a free search. This card seems like a really strong start. Next up, we have TRIBRIGADE Ceres. This is a level 2 Earth Beast effect monster, 1200 attack, 1500 defense. Honestly, decent stats for a level 2, all things considered. Alright, he has 2 hard ones return effects as well. First effect, you can discard 1 other Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster to special summon this card. Okay, jumps out of the hand. It is a 2-for-1, which isn't always the best, but let's see his other effect. Second effect, you can banish any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, and or Winged Beast monsters from your graveyard, but you cannot use anything for link material for the rest of the turn except for those 3 types. Also, special summon a Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast link monster from your extra deck with a link rating equal to the number of cards banished. Again, that's pretty dope. I mean, I don't know if we have a link 1 yet, but if we have a link 1, this card is literally special summon himself by discarding a Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast, then banish that same one to just get out of link 1, and then you at least, like, without a normal summon, got yourself into a link 2. But we'll have to see what the rest of the cards do, okay? Still not a bad card. Good extender, seems like. Next up, we have TRIBRIGADE Fractar. Is a level 4 Fire Beast Warrior effect monster. 1900 attack, so a straight up beater. Love that. 1600 attack, or 1600 defense, I mean. 2 hard ones return effects as well. First effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard to send any level 3, to send 1 level 3 or lower Winged Beast or Beast Warrior or Winged Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard. Keep in mind, guys, all of these effects are like generic. Very, like, only the search here is the only card that actually seems to be particularly relevant in terms of the archetype name. Everything else is just Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast. So a lot of potential there for just like combining stuff. But anyway, second effect, you can banish any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, and or Winged Beast monsters from your graveyard, but you cannot use anything from link material except those kinds of monsters for the rest of the turn. Also, special summon the link monster equal to the number of cards banished. Again, same thing. I love that this card can work from hand. If this card had to send itself from field to do that send, it probably would be a little bit asking for a little bit too much, but because it can just send from hand, it's essentially just like a Foolish Burial. Literally. It's a Foolish Burial for any level 3 or lower Beast, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monster. A little bit specific, but still, there's bound to be some good stuff there. And also, like use this to send something, normal summon 1 of these, and get yourself a free special of a link monster. Speaking of which, we have our TRIBRIGADE Feliget, the Fruitless Flower. It's a link 2 is our first one, so no link 1, I'm assuming. Alright, she has 1600 attack, so like, okay, for a link 2. She points to the left and bottom as well. Her materials are 2 Beast Warrior, Beasts, or Winged Beasts, of course, and you can only use her first and second effect of her stuff once per turn. Second effect, during your main phase, or I guess this is actually, first effect, sorry. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Winged Beast, beast warrior or beast monster from your hand, but you cannot use monster, and then it locks you into those 3 types for the rest of the turn as far as link summoning goes. Okay. Second effect, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card, then place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Okay, this one's fine. I don't think this is like overly great. The second effect, if it's someone from graveyard, it'd be very good. Very, very good. But I think because it summons from hand, it's already taking from like active resources, but it is pulling any beast warrior, winged beast monster out of your hand. I do think there's still potential there. I still think there is some potential goodness there. And as long as you can get to this card, it can just keep extending you. The second effect is fine as well, getting you a draw to then like get rid of a card. Kind of helps you fix your hand a little bit. Draw, reach for extenders, reach for hand traps, whatever you're looking for. Not a bad effect, but not a busted effect. If it was just draw a card, okay, it's straight up +1. We're not mad about that. Next up, we have a Link 3. This is TRIBRIGADE, Lugal the Silver Bullet. Again, looks dope. He's got like the twin axes with guns on them. So dope. This is like Fright Furs, but like a whole nother level, and they actually seem like they could be good. Anyway, 2300 attack. He points to the right, the bottom right, and straight down. Obviously, his materials are 2 or more beast warriors, and or winged beasts. And he has 2 hard ones per turn effects. First effect, oh, it's a good start. During your opponent's main phase. Disruption, maybe. You can special summon 1 level 4 or lower beast warrior, and or winged beast monster from your hand or graveyard, but negate its effects, also return it to the hand during the end phase. Second effect, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can make all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose 300 attack for each different type of monster you currently control until the end of this turn. Okay, so kind of a damage-pushing card, it seems. I really was hoping his quick effect was going to be a little better. I like that it can special summon from grave. That's super, super important. But it bounces the card, so that also matters. It means you don't really want to be summoning the links on your opponent's turn. But maybe you summon like just any of them as either battle protection, or if they don't get rid of that card, you're just going to get it back to the hand on the end phase, which is still fine. I think this one's okay. I don't think it's busted. I think the second effect sure helps you like push for damage. You link him off, you lower all your opponent's monsters, and then you just like barge in with a ton of damage. I don't know. I think he's fine. I like the Link 2 better than him, I think. And then we have our presumed like boss monster. He looks incredible. This is like Dark Souls stuff. Like actually, this guy looks like he's from Dark Souls. Anyway, this is TRIBRIGADE Shrike, the Wicked Wings. Of course, a Link 4 Dark Wing Beast effect monster, 3000 attack. He points to the right, left, bottom right, and bottom left. And he has 2 hard ones for turn effects. He can only be weighed with 2 or more beast warrior, and or winged beasts. First effect, if this card is special summoned, or if another beast warrior and or winged beast monster is special summoned to your field, you can banish 1 card on the field. That's so good. Oh, that's so good. That's so insane. That is such an insane card for any beast warrior, winged beast deck that can link climb. Wow. Second effect, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 beast warrior, or winged beast monster from your deck to your hand whose level is equal to or less than the number of banished beast warrior, and or winged beast monsters. This archetype loves to banish stuff, which means even if your opponent does out him by sending him to the graveyard, he doesn't have any protection or anything, no negation. It's just on summon. And then also like you can summon something else during your opponent's turn, still works. So I guess the idea is like set him up with potentially like this guy, and so like during your opponent's turn you can like quick summon something, and then that would like trigger his effect to get a banish. Keep in mind, guys, this banish does not discriminate between monsters or spells or trap, can banish anything, and it does not target. This is a legit boss monster for any beast warrior, winged beast archetype. This card looks awesome. Love it. All right, then we get to some spells and traps. We have 2 spells, 2 traps. Starting off with the first spell, we have TRIBRIGADE Line. This card says the second effect can only be, you can only use the second effect once per turn. First effect, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except, beast warriors, winged beasts. Second effect, you can send 1 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard to add a TRIBRIGADE monster from your deck to your hand with a different original type than the sent monster. That is awesome. Yeah. I mean, like, listen, it's not a straight up +1, but this archetype once has graveyard synergy. You're trying to get stuff in grave so you can get banishes for free specials, all that. So that's totally fine. Put a monster grave, replace it, and it's not just replace it, but replace it with what you want. Good consistency there. Third effect, if this card is in your spell and trap zone and it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can activate this effect. Your opponent cannot declare an attack for the rest of the turn. Fine. I mean, I guess it's like sort of a punish, but it's only for the rest of the turn. So it's whatever. That's not really that relevant. But it is a search card nonetheless. Good card, automatic 3 of most likely. Moving on, we have TRIBRIGADE Airborne. This is a quick play spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. First effect, or I guess the only effect, target a beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster you control. You cannot special summon monsters from the extract for the rest of this turn except link monsters. Also, special summon a beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster from your deck whose attack is equal to or less than the targeted monster, but a different type, and negate its effects to the end of the turn. This card just says special summon a monster from your deck. That's insane. It's a quick effect too. So you could set this and like special summon something. Then you could use this as like a set, and then under this guy, you just like special summon anything from the deck, any TRIBRIGADE or any of the beasts who are winged beasts, to just get a banish on your opponent's turn. Very, very nice. I like this card. It's a great extender. It can add to your disruption. I think this is dope. This is dope for sure. All right. TRIBRIGADE Revolt. Normal trap card. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. Special summon any number of your beast, beast warrior, and or winged beast monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard, but negate their effects, if any. And if you do, immediately after this effect resolves, link summon one TRIBRIGADE link monster using those monsters. Oh my gosh. Okay, so at first I was thinking like this deck might be lacking disruption, and I know this guy's banish effect is a hard once per turn, but man, does it seem really easy to trigger. This card is like a return from a different dimension, but then just like sends you right into a link summon. Most likely, which is going to be a link summon into the big guy, which is going to immediately try and banish something. Wow. Wow, okay, that card's pretty strong. It is a trap, so it's a little slow, but man, packs a punch for sure. All right, and our last card here is TRIBRIGADE Oath. You can only use its first and second effects once per turn, and only once per turn each, or once per turn. So it's a little complicated. Sorry, I jumbled that. It means you can only pick. You got to pick one. You can't use both in the same turn. You got to pick which one you want. First effect, target one link monster you control, special summon a beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster from your hand or graveyard with a different type. Nice. Still triggers that boss monster. Still extends you. Sure. And if you control at least one each of a beast, beast warrior, and winged beast monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard to target one face-up spell or trap your opponent controls and negate its effects until the end of the turn. The second effect seems weird. That seems so specific. Your opponent has to have a face-up spell or trap. Oh, well, I guess this is a trap effect. So I'm guessing, like, even if they were to activate a spell, you might be able to just respond with this to negate something. So it might just kind of work as a spell or trap negate. Of course, you can't use both the same turn, so you can't just, like, get a special summon, and then this is essentially like a spell or trap negate in grave. I don't think it works that way. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, is that not Nullius Filius from an Ecclesia from Dragma? Yo, are we just starting like the whole new lore? That's exactly what this is. This is the next big lore thing. I mean, we had like Ritual Beasts, Zephyras, Necros. Is Gusto involved in there? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like all their stuff was involved. We had the World Legacy, World Chalice, Mech Knights, Orcus stuff. And now we have this, the World of Dragma, the World of TRIBRIGADE. Wow. Okay, this is blowing me away. I think this is so crazy that so many of these effects are so generically good with just like Beast Warriors, and Winged Beasts. I think I'm definitely going to be going after this video and looking at all Beast Warriors, and Winged Beasts to see what can work with this archetype. I'm very curious. I think this is a very strong start, just like we saw with Datascape. Also very strong archetype we got like literally last night. This archetype looks insane. I'm very excited to try it out. I'm very excited for this set, actually. This might be my favorite core set I've ever seen since I got back into the game, like actually. So guys, as always, Let me know your thoughts down below on this archetype. Do you think it is a incredibly strong start? Do you think it's like, okay, it's nice, but it's going to need some more? I think it might need some more, for sure. It just seems like the only legit disruption in the archetype is through your Link 4. And the archetype also kind of keeps you from going out into like generic like Link monsters. So, you know, you gotta work around that. But as long as you can establish other disruptions in other ways, maybe synchros, maybe exceeds, I'm not exactly sure, things might be able to happen. So like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. I love this archetype. What do you think? Wow. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more news videos from your boy. Peace.